Okay. Oh my goodness, do I see that Aaron's here? Yay! Aaron, we've missed you. I'm so glad you're here. Yay! Okay. Alright, this is that moment where we're waiting to see if anyone else shows up. So let me start out with, hey, it's Tori from Calypso Creative Planning and Book Journal Boss. It's Thursday morning, right? Isn't it Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday morning. It's also my sister's birthday. So shout out to my sister, Tippa. You guys have seen her on here occasionally. I'm trying to get her to come back for another time. I mean, she needs to come back to pick up her birthday gift, so maybe I can drag her on for a live for a moment. I don't know. But it is her birthday, so shout out to her. Happy birthday, Tippa. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so it's Thursday. That means we're doing book shit. And I know we did book stuff on Tuesday, but we have more. So this is round 2 of the planner catch-up game that I've been playing for the past little bit. I mean, I'm caught up now. I have been going back and doing new spreads in here, so that's fun. And I think that I will, like, I know I'm gonna go back and like do some of these that I missed. Whether I'll do them in the actual book journal in the new year, like if I want to come back to April and do, you know, a spread for one of these that I missed, or May or whatever, then I may do it in the author journal instead of this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I do want to continue because, like, I realized that some of my Pinterest boards, the images have gone away, and that sucks. And so I feel like I need to like hurry up and go back and like maybe like pick a Pinterest board and work my way through doing like pick a Pinterest board, do a spread type of thing. I don't know. Because some of my images are going away and it's like I don't know why. That's so annoying. But anyway, so just like last week, I have a video prepared of like my screen recordings where I've been like catching up my book journal from GoodNotes to Noteful for the first part of the year. So this is quarter 2. So we're moving on to April. So we'll do April, May, and June. And it's a little bit shorter video than last time because last time I was kind of getting in the groove of copying everything, and I had like the cover design and stuff. So this time we may be here like shorter. I don't know, depending on what you guys want to squeeze in addition to looking at this. I do have a couple new spreads that I've done that I would love to share because they're so fucking pretty. Okay, so we've got Erin, and I see Claudette and Allie and Jessie. Do you prefer Jessie or Jess? Because like I've seen Jessica and Jessie for you. So which do you prefer? Let me know. I'm trying to like memorize everyone's screen names. So well, hey now, hold your horses. Okay. All right. Okay, so I guess let's look at the video. Let me swap my thingy. Oh, Ash is here. Whoop whoop. Well, half here. It's okay. We'll take it. Okay, where are we at? This one. Okay. Poor Ash got a meeting. Not fun. Okay. So Aaron says, which half? The crazy half. Obviously, the crazy half is here with us. The business half is ready for a meeting. So we have the fun, crazy half. Okay. Okay, so I got our little video, and I guess I'll have to pause the music because, you know, we got the fun intro. I need to do a new intro, though, so that we can, you know, get an update on new spreads. So this is, you know, little thing. Subscribe. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Okay, now we're going to have fun music. It's coming. Oh, there it is. We all love this. You guys can't see it, but I'm doing a little hand dance. It's happening. It's embarrassing, but you can't see it, so that's okay. Hand dance continues. Okay, well that was fun. All right, let me bring our music back. All right, so where we be? Okay, so we're starting with where we at? April, and I am pulling in spreads. I think this was the only spread that I did in April until this morning, because I did 2 this morning, you guys. 2 book journal entries this morning, and I can show you those because they're so fucking pretty. So this we're just, you know, pulling in the covers, and I had to go track down some quotes because I didn't have all my quotes. But this was like where I was continuing with my Sookie Stackhouse audiobook binge, and oh, so good. Oh wait, look. Okay, I'm gonna pause this because I now have this spread. Okay, let me pause here because I have this spread now. So I actually did this spread this morning. Get ready, get ready. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Look at that. Ah, oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at it. And yes, I recorded this, so we can totally do like a book journal with me video. And I added my review because this was an arc. But look how good this page turned out. It looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, Ash is leaving. It's so sad. Replay crew. It's okay. Okay. So, there you go. I just want to throw that in there. I did that this morning. It's so lovely. So lovely. I think maybe like one photo went away. I think one photo did on my Pinterest board, but I don't know. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. All right. Just had to share. So pick this back up where we're at. Okay. So I was also saying my Sookie Stackhouse binge is like, oh, it was just such a good series. And you'll see in this quarter, one of these books pops up more than once, and that's because someone on TikTok let me know that there were short stories in the Sookie Stackhouse series in between the main books, and they were like sprinkled all over. So I had to do some research, and I found that there was an audiobook that had all the short stories in it, and I did research to find the reading order, so I was able to listen to the different chapters in that audiobook of all the bonus stories in line with where they fit in like the timeline of the main series. So it shows up several times. Like you'll see it in here because I was like doing it in bits and pieces during my book binge, because the main series for the Sookie Stackhouse, I don't know if it still is, but it was on the Audible Plus catalog. So I was able to just fully binge it in audiobook form. But then the one that had like all the little short stories, I bought that one separately because it was not in the catalog. So, but that's okay. I don't know how I didn't create a Pinterest board for this book. This book was so good. Well, I just love that series, but I don't know why I didn't create a board. I may have to just like look it up or something and try to recreate a board for that. I know I have a board for this one. And this, I think it was in the last video, you guys saw that my quotes for that book is ridiculously long. Like, if I don't make it really small, it may end up being a 2-page one because it's, you know, it's a lot. This is the one. This is all the short stories. That's the one. It shows up several times, but if you are binging the Suki Stackhouse series and need a reading order with the bonus stories, let me know and I will share that, because that series is so good. Like, I really like the show True Blood, but the books were just, they were so different. Like, the first couple of books were really sort of on point with the show for a little bit, for like a couple of episodes, but with some big differences, but mostly it was there. But then it just like went in a whole different direction. So yeah. Wait, did I miss the one that I'm no, yes. Oh, I missed one. I have one. Hang on. I have another spread. Wait, I did the Heartless Game spread this morning too. So wait, where's that at? Okay. Okay, so I did Heartless Game, this one. I did this spread this morning, and oh my gosh, I love it so much. Why does it feel so dark? I don't know, it feels dark, but it's not really that dark. If I brighten this up, then that doesn't help. But, this, I love this spread. It looks so good. Look how good this spread looks. Okay. Wait, where are we at? Oh, Erin says it's such a good series, the Suki Stackhouse. You can definitely have watched the entire show and not feel like the book series is spoiled. Definitely, because the book series feels so different than the show, like drastically different. Like the first episode, yes, I picture the people from the show in the book for the first one, and then it's different like the whole rest of the way. So yeah, if you watch the show, it's not going to spoil you from the thing. There are some moments that I can visualize from later on in the show in parts of the book, but it's very different. It's very different. Okay, all right, that was that interruption with that Heartless Game series, but I don't know how I missed that in my timeline there. Okay, here's another overview page. It looks so good. I really hope to be more consistent with my overview pages in the new year, because this was the first year I've done them, and the ones that I've done I absolutely loved, and now I just have to do them again, because look how good that looks. Oh, looks so good. And then the little highlighter trick to give you some color. Totally works, right? Love it. Love it. I didn't do a challenge, right? No, I didn't do a challenge for April. So, I think that's all of April. I think that wraps up April. Right? There's Heartless Game. Okay, we'll see. Yeah. So now you've seen the spread, and it looks so good. It looks so good. The spread turned out really good. Oh, that reminds me. When I did the spread, okay, so when I did this spread, I was trying to do sort of the same vibes as the first book in the series. So this is book 2. And then book 1, why do you do this? I swear. Book 1, is that this one? Book 1 looks like this. So this was the spread that I did for book 1, and I wanted book 2 to kind of like match up with the vibe. So I pulled in like, you know, the little bars, and I used some of the same stickers. So I feel like they connect and they work, right? So if you look at this one and then you look at this one, I feel like they work. They feel like they're in the same oh, no. What? I swear. Every time I try to get this thing to work. Oh, it did. It worked that time. Look, see? Don't you feel like they go together? Right? Okay. By the way, thank you, Erin, for that little trick, because I did not know that until you pointed it out one day. So, okay. There you go. Yes. Okay. Back to this. All right. So, I have really enjoyed doing like my morning routine of like getting up early with the hubby. He leaves for work. I have my cup of coffee in the bed, put on a show, and break out my iPad and either do a planner spread or a book journal spread. And it's just been working. Okay, it's been working. I love it. And I think it's going to be a routine that I continue on because it just works, right? Okay, here's where I delete the extra pages because then that gives you that little flip through look, right? If you delete those unused pages so that you can just like scroll right on through. And it looks so good. Now I'm wishing that the 2 pages I did this morning were in this flip through because they just turned out so good. Okay, so that's April. That wraps up our April. And now we're into May. Okay, so Kristen joined us. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so May, I had a few spreads. Was it just one? No, I had 3 spreads I did for May. So this was one of them. This is for Tracy Lorraine's book, By His Play. It looks so good. I only have one quote. I got to the end of this book and I only have one quote. So I just want to point this out, that if you are wanting to book journal and you're worried about like, well, I don't have all these quotes. Hey now, I thought I pressed pause. Okay, pause. I swear this thing's just been doing whatever the fuck it wants. Okay, so I just want to point this out, that if you're reading a book and you want to create a spread, but you get to the end and you have no quotes or one quote, but maybe you did a Pinterest board or you have some stickers that feel like is the vibe. Here's a good example of that. So I just had this one quote up here, but I did do a Pinterest board because I was really feeling it, you know? So when it came to the book journal spread, I copied the book description from Amazon that I also have in my Notion. And then I put my stats right here and got all the pictures. So I feel like this was like a good way to still have a book page, even though I only collected one quote. So I want you to not feel discouraged if you're wanting to do a book spread, but you're like, oh, I didn't collect any quotes. It's okay. You can still do a spread, right? And I have plenty of examples where I collected images and no quotes, or collected quotes and no images. So it can go either way. And one thing I like to do sometimes, I don't do it all the time, but like sometimes I don't collect the photos in a Pinterest board until after I've finished reading the book, because then the photos I do collect are ones that are like the most memorable moments in the book. And yes, I know sometimes we get to the end of the book and we're like, I don't know what I just read. I don't know what happened. That's okay too. But you can do that. If you don't collect photos during your reading, you can always go back and be like, okay, well, what was the vibe? What do I remember most? And just throw them in a Pinterest board real quick before you forget. So just wanted to throw that out there as a tip for creating spreads like this. Because I feel like this is a really good example of one quote. I had one quote. And I will say, sometimes I only have one quote so that I can put it on my monthly page. Like sometimes I was like, bare minimum, I need one quote. You know? Oh, this spread turned out so good. And this book was so good. It was so good. Like this whole series was good. But this, I think, ended up being my favorite out of the 3 in this series. So, yeah, just want to throw that out there. Great series. Read that. All right. What are we doing now? What we got? Oh, this, I was like, I'm not hunting these down. I'm just going to pull this because I wasn't going to create a spread. So I just pulled these. Because remember, if you're copying from GoodNotes into Noteful, it comes in as like all one image. So I figured it was okay for that one. That's a series I'm going to go into in the next year, because I read the prequel, which at the beginning of it, she says that it's like the 2nd edition because she took reader feedback and reworked some of the story. And So that was like the second version. And I need to know when book 2 of this is coming out because I need it. I need it. It was so good. Oh my gosh. If you haven't read The Wishing Game, go read it. It was, so good. So good. Man, I need to find out when book 2 is coming out. The Wishing Game, that was one that I signed up for the advanced copy of with very little information. Like, the cover pulled me in. I don't even know if there was like a book description or if it was just like minimal. And then it got put off, like the release got put off. And I was like, there was no date for it. But it was like, whatever was in the spiel about signing up was good enough that I'm like, I don't need a date. I know I want to read it. And then it got put off, and we didn't hear anything. And then finally we got something. And they're like, hey, it's been a while. So if you're still interested, sign up again. So I did. And I was not disappointed. It was so good. Oh, see, I need to do a spread for that one too. That's a good series. The next book in that one's coming out next month. Okay, is that it for May? Is that all I got for May? No. We got some quotes, right? There's that one again. It's like, because I was reading like the little in-between stories, and they were really good too. And that series, the Sookie Stackhouse series, is narrated by a single person, except for in this, like, there is a second narrator in like one of the stories, but she did a really good job throughout the entire series of narrating just on her own. And that doesn't always work, but she did a really good job. Okay, I thought for sure I would have quotes for this one, so I had to go back and look, and I think it was only like one. That was a good series too. If you like fantasy, it's a completed series. It's done now, so you don't have to wait for those. There's a prequel and then like 5 books, I think. It's really good. And the prequel's a freebie on our website, I believe. I don't think it went to Kindle Unlimited. I don't know if the whole series is on Kindle Unlimited or not. Oh, wait. That reminds me. Okay, look. If you're looking to do audiobooks, let me just say, if you have Kindle Unlimited and you're looking to do audiobooks, okay, this book, I read this, I don't know, like a few years ago. And I was looking for a new audiobook. I did this one, and it was like a short one. So I was like, well, I need another one. So I started this one right after it. And this is on Kindle Unlimited, but it's got like the little headphone symbol showing that's on, you get the audio too. But if you look this book up on Audible, it's a paid book. It doesn't show the Kindle Unlimited option. So you have to go through the app and download the Kindle Unlimited book. And then at the bottom of the screen is the Audible option. And so it just adds it on, and you can read along as you listen, like it will highlight it if you want to do that. But that's how you can listen to the Kindle Unlimited audiobooks like this one. I'm going to do this one and the next one because there's 2 in this, and they're both on the audiobooks are on Kindle Unlimited. I wish that it was easier to see that, I wish you could see that on Audible. But you can't. You can only see it like through the app and on the website. You can see it that way. But getting the audio version on Unlimited is a little weird. It's very weird. This was the first time I tried to do it, and it showed up properly. So I just wanted to like throw that advice out there if that's something you're looking to do. So, okay, let me switch back to the other screen. All right, let me play again. Okay. Oh, Vicky joined us. Hi. See, look how many quotes I have for this book, and I know I have a Pinterest board for it, so I should just do that. I need to do it. I think that's what I'm going to do is just go through my Pinterest board and pick one that I haven't done yet, and then do the spread to go along with it. I think that's one way of me like making up for lost time and fixing these and whatnot, because I have noticed that some of my images on Pinterest boards are going away, and that's not cool. Wait, Vicky said that's a crazy amount of quotes. Girl, you haven't seen anything. Look, you want to see a crazy amount of quotes? Hang on, I will find you a crazy amount of quotes. I want to say my biggest one is gonna be one of Brandy's books. Let me see. Okay, look. Okay. This one I have to go back. I did the audiobook. I have to go back to the ebook to grab quotes because I think I have some. But look, if you want to see crazy amount of quotes, look. Okay, here's this book. Okay, if I select this, here's my crazy amount of quotes. Look how many. Look how big this is for the quotes. This, if I can't fit this all on one page, it's gonna go to 2 pages. I don't know, but like this is probably one of the most, maybe. I don't know. I was looking at one earlier, and it was, when was it? It's a Zodiac Academy book. Oh no, it's a vertical one. So this one, it's in this one. I mean, this one had a good amount, but it wasn't a lot. It was still 2 pages though. Oh look, one of my favorites, A Touch of Golden Madness, had a good amount of quotes for it. But the Zodiac Academy book, the one that I'm thinking of, well, which one is it? Is it this one? See, I can't even remember when I read it. I just saw it this morning because I was trying to play catch up on some of my pages. Not that one. Oh. Is that it? Yes. No, there's another one that had 3 pages. Okay, well this one's got 2 pages. Beyond the Veil. It's like a whole fucking paragraph. Like, what? You know? There was another one. I think it was the one before this. Okay, hang on. Is it? Maybe it's in here. See, I have so many. I'm trying to, like, update all of these and put them in, aha, here it is. This one has a lot of quotes. This one was 3 pages. So, I had this page, and then this page, and then this page. I had a little bit left over, so I ended up with like decoration. But this was when I refused to change the size of my font, which I kind of like. So some of these I've changed the font to make it fit. Like, I know if I go back to this one, I know that I've done some where I changed the font size to fit because I just had too much going on. Like this one here's a really good example of a lot of quotes. Okay, this one had a lot of quotes, and I made them all smaller, and I could have gone to a second page, but for this one I decided not to go to a second page. But that's a shit ton of quotes. Like, that is a lot of quotes. It's a lot. Vicky says, do you quote things that make you happy or sad? Claudette says both. Both. It depends on if it's sad in a like depressing way, no. But if it's sad in a like, oh my gosh, I love you, you're the best person in the world, then yeah. But like some of it's like funny. Like, I know I have a quote from a Kelly Finley book that is about toilet paper, which is hilarious. It's somewhere on here. And it's, you know, so sometimes I just get like really funny quotes, and sometimes it's you know, it's a mix, but like it's you know, I just have a variety. It's like, if it means something to me, if I laugh out loud, or if it makes me feel something, like or if it's like, wow, that's profound, you know, like I'll write it down. I mean, not everything is profound. Some of it's just like really funny, you know, like that, the penis sandcastles, you know. So it's a good mix. It's a good mix. I'm always curious about the popular highlights, because I like to see what other people have highlighted. But if you're reading advanced copies, you don't get that. So it makes me think, like, I would love to go back to this and download this from Kindle Unlimited and see what other people highlighted, just to see if people highlighted the same things as me. Because sometimes I'm reading like the popular highlights and I'm like, I would not highlight that. But then other times I'm like, yep, totally would. So I don't know. It's interesting to see what other people would highlight, you know? I feel like I should share more like quote posts on Instagram and TikTok, because I got some good ones. Obviously, I got a whole giant stash of quotes. I love it. This, I ended up with a lot of quotes for this one, but it was a really long book. And she actually did 2 different versions of that one. And I think I ended up having to go back for quotes twice. So, but I have boards for these and I need to make them. I don't think I have a board for that one. That's a short one anyways. So, I want to play catch up. So yeah, I need to play catch up on my thing. And I realized that the book that I'm reading right now, I'm doing an audiobook and an ebook, and I have not started a Pinterest board for either one of them, and I feel like I totally could. I think it's going to be one of those things that, like, when I finish the book, if I can't stop seeing it in my head, then I'll create a Pinterest board. Because, you know, like I said, sometimes I create the boards after reading the book, and it's just based on, like, what sticks with me. I wish I had quotes for that book, because, I loved that book. It was so good. But I had no quotes at all. I had no quotes. I did no board. I just dove in and, like, had to read that book. It was just so good. It's a duet. It's finished. This was a good one in that world. It was a bonus novella. That was fun. I think I got 1 quote for that. And like I said, sometimes my 1 quote is like my bare minimum, so I have something to go on the monthly page. So, I don't know. It differs. But see, I didn't put any of the quotes on these pages, so I had to go back and find them. And this was like when things were starting to get weird and GoodNotes was acting up, and it's like, okay, am I going to have to switch? And mid-July is when I switched to Noteful. Damn, that's so cool to see. Okay, so this is when I need to start deleting pages, because I don't need the empty pages. I just need the pages that I have shit on, right? So this is where I gotta go find my book quotes. And I think I said this in the last video, but I'll say it again, and I probably will say it again. I export my book quotes usually do it from my iPad, unless I just am thinking of it while the Kindle's in my hand. But usually I do it whenever I'm dealing with stuff in my planner. But I will export the quotes from the Kindle app on my iPad or the Kindle and send it to my email. And I have a filter set up called Kindle Exports. So when something comes from my Kindle to my email, it automatically gets that tag. So it's really easy for me to go and find them, and they don't get lost. So, yeah. This had a decent amount of quotes here. This one did. That's a good amount of quotes. It's a good book. So that's Axel by Kelly Finley. And I do have a board for this, so I need to do this. That's a good amount of quotes. That's a good amount of quotes. And a lot of hers are like really funny. Like the banter is just great. Is this before? Like, I had 2 rounds of quotes for this one. See, I had 2 rounds of quotes. I know I had to go back and get more, because this was one of those books that, like, I started it, and then I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was. And I had other arcs come up, and I was like, okay, she's not doing a deadline for these, so let me just, I have to pause it so I can read these other ones that do have deadlines. And so I had to pause it and then come back. And then I knew that there was more quotes by the time I finished it. Lots more quotes by the time I finished it. So, yeah. And that last highlight in this one is a word. And I don't know if you guys do this, but there's like, if I'm reading a book and there's like a word that I don't know, like I will, you know, you press and you hold and you look at the definition. Well, if it's a good word, or if it's like, I don't know, if it's just a word that stands out that maybe I've never heard it before, or like I've heard it before and never looked it up and I did this time, I will highlight it in yellow. And yes, I love the fact that I can highlight in color now on my ColorSoft. See, look how many quotes I got for this one. That is a lot of quotes. But I will highlight it and then I will save it. And sometimes I put it on the book journal spread, and sometimes I just have like a stash of pages in my book journal where it's like words. And the book that I'm reading right now, there's so many highlights of words in this book that I've never heard of before. And I love it. I love it. So I think one thing I'm going to do in my book journal for 2026 is I think I'm going to use one of those bonus sections for collecting words. And I think that would be really fun, like collecting words and definitions, because like the book that I'm reading now, like he is a college professor and she is a recent law school grad who is an associate professor. And so I mean, like, you know, there's words that like that I don't typically say, and I'm very intrigued by those, so I've collected words. I love it. Okay, what is the Erin says, I'm here listening, but I'm dyeing my hair. Nice. Oh, that reminds me, I found this stuff. So Kevin was talking about, like, somebody was looking for something in the store the other day, and it was like a shampoo type of hair color. And so we got to talking about that. And I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. And so I looked up like shampoo hair color, and I found one. Well, I found a few different kinds, but then I found one. And you know how our phones listen to us? So of course that meant that later on TikTok, I heard I saw like an ad for that product, and someone was talking about it. And so I ordered it, and it's purple. So it's like subtle colors, and it's mostly like colors, covers up grays more than like, you know, full on coloring like regular hair, you know. But I'm like intrigued to try it because it's literally just like a shampoo hair color, and it's purple. So it's gonna be here, I think, Friday. So we're gonna see. That's the thing. Okay, that's my video. That's all I got. Let's go back to here. Okay, Vicky says, is this just your process for making these pages? So Vicky, this is, and for anyone else who may have missed it in the beginning, so this was a look at how I started out my book journal in, where you be, book journal? In GoodNotes for 2025. I started out in GoodNotes, and then GoodNotes started being crazy as fuck and pissed me off somewhere around mid-July, and then I was able to come back and do it, but they had like a really weird update, and it pissed me off somewhere around in here to where I couldn't do stuff with my stuff on the pages, and it pissed me off. So then I switched to Noteful in July. Oh, quit that. Stop it. In July. Thank you. So I switched to it, you can see, you know, and then I started making pages with this one. Oh, go. Maybe I should use this instead of my finger. So I started making pages with this one, and fell in love with Noteful. And yeah, so I've been playing catch up, getting the old stuff into the new one. So last week we looked at quarter 1, and this week we've looked at quarter 2. So that's April, May, and June. And then next week it's Christmas, so I don't know who else is going to be around. So I'm just going to do a pre-recorded book journal video. And if you have a request, let me know, because I haven't edited it yet. But I have a whole fucking stash of those, apparently. And then the next week we'll do quarter 3. Then the next week we'll do quarter 4 with like an overall overview. That's the plan. Okay. Erin says shampoo hair color is awesome. Put it on dry hair and let it sit for like 10 minutes if you want to have more of an effect. Ooh, that's good to know. Claudette says, I look up the other languages in a story like Fatalian. Ha 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 ha. Love that. Claudette says, I bought some purple, Erin. Did it work good? We're going to see if the one that I got works good. I'll let you guys know. Because one of my goals for 2026 is to, in my personal growth category for life, because we've been talking about that for Notion Hub, one of my goals is to be more comfortable on camera. And so I'm probably going to be showing up in YouTube videos, even if it's just like a little bit in the corner over here with my face. So if that happens and I do the purple hair, you'll know. But it's supposed to be light. Like, it, not light as in like lavender. Light as in like minimal, you know? I don't know. Where am I at? Okay, so that's all I have for this. The only other thing that I could add is I did another book journal spread last night. Okay, so look, I did this one last night, and it looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, I'm in my groove right now with book journaling. It is making me happy. Not that it wasn't making me happy before, because it totally was. But, oh, wait, I do have one more thing. Okay. Something that I have not, I think I mentioned it once, but it may have been in a book club live stream, but I started doing tags for authors. So like in Noteful, you can do tags, right? So there's a difference between coming up here and adding a tag to your document as a whole versus if you're in this view, you can add tags to pages. So like, see, I've got a tag there, and like you can add them, like while the page is selected, you can hit tag and do it. So I've added tags for authors, and if you look back out here, okay, authors. So I've added tags for authors. And so I can now, I went through the whole year and did this, you guys. I can now click Kelly Finley and see all my Kelly Finley pages. And if you click them, it goes to that page. So, I mean, how fucking fun is that? Right? So I'm going to go out on a limb. That's not even a limb. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it out there. Tag your authors. Because how fun is that? So like, there's a lot. There's 162 that I've tagged, which is insane. But so it's just like, it's tagged under author, and then they're underneath there, so I can do the little claps. But it's so cool because I can be like, oh, Becca Steele's pages right there, Candace Wright right there, Katie Rogan right there, which is a perfect segue to the next thing I was going to share, because you guys know I love this series. It's a brand new series. There's just been the prequel and then book 1. But I got book mail yesterday, and so I wanted to share. I got book mail. I'm going to do a video, but I got book mail. Look how pretty. Look how pretty this is. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then, wait, let me check. Okay, I had to make sure the not safe for work version wasn't on here, but I mean, you guys, and then get ready. These are the cutest fucking things. Look, are they adorable? Okay, so I got this yesterday in the mail. I'm so excited. It's so cute. I'm gonna have to post like a video about it, but how fun is that? Oh, go back. How fun is that? I just had to share because this book was so good. And so was the prequel. Highly recommend it. I don't think I've done a page for the prequel yet, but I've got a board for it. Have I? Let me see. No, I've got this page, but I haven't done the page for it. So those are my exciting things that I just had to share. So I highly recommend, tag your pages with the author so that you can click it and go to it. How fun is that? I mean, damn. Right? I mean, how cool is that? I love it. Oh, I need to do that one. Because I did do a Pinterest board whenever I was listening to that, but I haven't gone back and looked up the quotes. But how fun is that? Okay. So I just had to share that. Alright. That's all I have for this one. Unless you guys have another question or want to see something else. That's all I got. I'm super excited for more book stuff in the new year because it's just fun. And I'm excited about my new book journal for the new year. I did go through and start adding book notes for releases that are coming up. So I did start doing that. I'm doing less arcs in the new year, but this month is very arc heavy. Because I just got this one, so I can change that, and let's just do that. I got that one. Nope, here, just that. That is here, and then I've got this January book. I'm reading this one now, so yeah, it's very arc heavy for this month, but that is okay. Because I'm doing less arcs moving forward, it's fine. Okay. And then I don't know why I need sound effects, but it's okay. I can get rid of that now because it's here. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to see to wrap up this little quarter to catch up moment? This was fun. And I am absolutely hooked on this. And I will be doing more. And yes, all 3 of those that I showed you today, I have done recordings for. So these are all new recordings. I pulled a bunch off the other day and put them on my computer, but yeah, so I'm gonna do some time lapses and all kinds of stuff with those because it's just fun. Okay, that's all I got. Oh, Ashley's joining us. Ash, I was saying, do you have any other questions? And your question is, what did I miss? A lot. Okay. One recap, Ashley, but you missed sticker time, by the way. But here's a tip. Is this tip of the day? Add tags for your authors so that you can click the tags and go to that author. I love it. It makes me very, very happy. Love it. So that is my tip of the day. If you leave here with nothing else, leave here with that. Because it's just awesome. Okay? And in case you missed it, there's a difference between tagging a page and tagging the document as a whole. So, for instance, if you're in this, if you tag right here, you're tagging the document as a whole. But if you're in here, you can click on a page and add a tag just for that page. So you can see I've got these tags here. See? So that's how you do that. Oh, this looks so good. I need to do some more pages though. But there you go. Okay, that's all I got. If you guys want to see anything else, let me know. Like I said, next next Friday or next Friday is when the video is going to come out, because Thursday's Christmas. So next Friday will just be like a book journal with me video that I'll pre-record, and then we'll catch up with quarter 3 of this the week after Christmas. So, oh, and just a reminder, the last next Tuesday is a collage feature. Then the last Tuesday of the month, the 30th, is when we're going to do our goal planning session. So be prepared. We're going to be chatting. I'm going to bring in Discord chat so you can join live chat, voice chat if you want to. And we will do goal planning for the new year. So Kristen says, one of my plans next year is to increase my reading again. Yay! You know I love to hear that. You said this is inspiring. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That makes me happy. How many quotes did I have for this one? That's a good amount too. Okay. So remember, if you are on my Pinterest page and you see a board and you're like, oh, I want to see the book for that or the page for that, challenge me. Reach out and be like, hey, I saw this board and I want to see this page. Tell me and I'll do it, because I need to work my way through that. So, all right. That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm going to go. I've got boring admin, taxes, accounting shit to do today. And then pre-orders. Kristen, I'm going to message you after this. I have a question for you and I want to show you something. So custom orders and pre-orders and boring accounting, billing, taxing stuff. So that is my plan for today. All right. That's it. I'm out. I will see you guys in the next one. Ta-ta and toodaloo, and Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you before then. So,